What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Now, we know the Lakers are trying to trade Russell Westbrook by all means necessary. And I really hope they trade Russell Westbrook because they will have nobody else to blame if they lose. He is a scapegoat for them to lose. Okay, so whenever something goes wrong, whenever something goes bad, you blame Russell Westbrook. You know, he's the excuse boy. But what if he's off that team? All right, who will be the scapegoat then? You got guys like Pat Bev. I know he's going to get downgraded once he joins the Lakers. His whole reputation as a good basketball player is going to get downgraded once he joins the Lakers. Now, he's a role player, but he's going to lose even more credit as a role player once he joins the Lakers. Is because if they start losing, they're going to blame everybody else except LeBron James. And even Anthony Davis is going to get thrown under the bus. So my whole thing is, if you do trade Russell Westbrook, which I hope you do, please trade him for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, because not only will you be a championship contender because you have two top 5 or two top 10, whatever the hell you want to call it, players in the league with LeBron and AD, then you have a bunch of pieces, okay? Legit good pieces, borderline all-stars, great players that can help you get over the hump. I don't want to hear no excuse that the Lakers can't win the championship with Buddy Hield, Miles Turner. Miles Turner is one of the best defensive players in the league, all right? He's one of the best shot blockers in the league. Buddy Hield is a sharpshooter. He could shoot the three. I don't have no excuses, all right? But I know if they do get all those guys, their starting lineup would be Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, Pat Bev, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. That's a pretty good front line. And that's a competing front line for a title because there's a lot of people that don't think the Lakers are title contenders. But it was just last season you were saying the Lakers were title contenders because they had a 9-time All-Star in Russell Westbrook. And they created a big three. Just because that big three failed, that does not mean that they're not title contenders. Okay? Because even if they came back again, they're always going to be title contenders when you're playing with that much Hall of Fame talent, when you're playing with that much future Hall of Famers. Period. And as long as LeBron's a top 5, as long as AD's a top 5 or top 10 when healthy, the Lakers are title contenders just based off those two guys alone. So I don't want to hear no excuses. So, yeah, pull the trigger. Trade Russell Westbrook, all right? Because I want to see what the Lakers could do without nobody to fall back on for excuses. And you should be getting the job done already. There's no reason to why you're supposed to be elite and you're not living up to your reputation. Period. You got to be winning. There's no buts, ifs about it. You have to win. And you always have something to prove, especially when you're playing on the top contender and you keep coming up short. You can't keep underachieving and suspect to get a pass for it. It don't work that way. So I want to see some winning, especially on the Lakers part because I'm an LA guy and a lot of Laker fans live in Los Angeles and that's all they talk about day by day. And some of it rubbed off on me because you're a product of your environment, wherever you're at. So to all you Laker fans out there, you better stop with your excuses. I don't want to hear no more, oh, LeBron is the GOAT talk, all this nonsense, because the minute they lose, you use that excuse that he's too old. But if they win, you be all up on social media saying how great LeBron James is. He's an all-time great. So if he really is what you say he is, and he's pulling up those numbers that he's putting up, they're supposed to win, right? Yeah, even if AD is not the same player he used to be, he's still a top 10 player if he's healthy. A guy averaging 25 and 10. You mean to tell me that's not good? One of the best defensive bigs in the league? Get out of here with that. Lakers supposed to be winning the title. So should the Brooklyn Nets. I don't want to hear no excuses. Again, sports out. Peace.